Hi everyone. Welcome to the next part of lecture where we are going to write the code for actual agent chatbot. So let's start with this. As you can see in my screen, I have created a graph diagram where I have created the nodes which we are going to create. First part of node is the tools. You can see tools are added to the chatbot. Chatbot is, as I explained, is the brain of our all chatbot, and then there is start and end nodes. It's very simple, like there are no much node, start and chatbot and tools. Let's start writing. Import. This is the how we import secrets from Google Colab. User data is used. I have tried many things, so better use this. This is the correct way. Google Colab also gives you the example how to get this, load these keys. Let's go here, copy, and so as we are going to use web search also as a tool, so let's get this key also, user data dot get. Let me copy this. Let me put single quotes. Yeah. Now this is imported. Let's create our first chat OpenAI. Import API key. We need to pass the API key, which we imported earlier, and we need to define the model. So for me, I'm going for GPT-4. Okay, something is wrong. What happened? Okay, I took a couple of hours break, and because of that, I this is refreshed. So I need to re-import everything. Yeah, let's re-import. Import is done. Come on. Yeah. So our API keys are there, and our chat OpenAI model GPT 4.0 we are taking. Let's create our first tool. It is just to get the current time. Simple. Most simple custom tools. Date time. Now and start time. This is simple tool. So this is a method you see. I'm compiling it, it will work. Now I have to add this annotation, add tools, which will mark this tool as a custom tool. But this definition which I am adding now, this is very important. So using this definition, AI decides whether to use the tool or not, and what is the purpose of this tool. If I comment it out and run it, see, it will give an exception. So I will uncomment and again run it. So description for the tool is very important, and put a proper description. This is a sample example, so I'm giving a small description, but you put a proper description for all the tools when you are writing any professional code. Coming to tool two, heavily search tool, when we are going to search over internet, heavily search result. So heads up, when I will run this, it will give me a warning that this is kind of already used tool. Yeah, sorry, it's a old custom tool, so this is fine. Let's heavily search, create a tools array. Now, tools array we were creating. Oh, sorry. Tools array is created. Now we need to bind them with our LLM model, which we have created above. Go to LLM bind and let's bind tools. Cool. So we have created two tools. We have bind those tools with our LLM model, save the object. So our tools and completed. What next? Let's go for the next step. Like we need to create the chatbot. So first thing is create the data structure, which will save our chat. So this is the state. This messages I'm putting, it is very important. This messages will be used as a reference in multiple places. So whenever you define your state class, make sure your state definition is defined properly, and that will be used throughout. So I have seen a lot of bugs comes while compiling, and this is the place where issue, in most of the cases it is. This is a very basic problem. Chatbot definition, use that state, and what I'm doing in this definition, I'm just invoking our LLM model with tools from the input messages which are given. And here you see I have used the same variable name messages. So this is our attribute which we have. It's not only displays when we'll print, then also we need to know what is the messages. Now, builder. Let's the state graph builder and we'll pass our state. This is our state graph. Let's add a node. So as in the diagram it is shown, you see here. So this is chatbot. What is an other nodes? So this is by default given. This is another use case which I will explain later. But how we are going to define the tool nodes? We'll have a custom tool node where we'll pass in the tools which we have defined above. Okay. Now use graph builder and add it as a node. Exactly same what we have presented. So these two are two different nodes. This is compiled. What next? Two nodes we defined. Those nodes are showing already. Now we need to add the edge from tools. You see, it is connected with chatbot. So I will define that tools should give their response to the agentic AI. So here it is defined. Add edge from tool to chatbot. If this request need to pass to some other AI model, then we need to define that. Now, if I compile, it will give error. And see, here it is giving error because I have missed couple of things, which includes starting entry and exit part. So let me add that. So you see all these steps. I have added the edge between chatbot, nodes are there, but there is no conditional edge. I explained in my previous video what is conditional edge. So in the conditional add, in the chatbot, you see I have added from chatbot, it goes to conditional edge. That is the exit condition. If I compile it everything now again, it will still give error because till now there is no entry. You see the error message. You can see here. Okay. So our chatbots are there. We have, see, chat condition, tools, chatbot end condition is there, and we have tools to chatbot. But there is no start condition. For that, there is a method. So set entry point and define the entry point. What is the entry point? We have chatbot. So simply add that. Now, if I compile, it will work fine. Okay. Now our simple chatbot graph is ready. If I print it, see how it looks. What we have created, start, then goes to chatbot. Tools, it is bidirectional connection, and from chatbot, it is going exit also. Cool. They're good here. Now let's test this. Let's test chatbot. So to test, I need to define the some methods to print the data whenever I'm giving input. So input output methods I need to define. Understand this for your development because later when you write any product, you need to create input output to any chatbot. So it works on a stream. So this is markdown libraries just to print pretty print we use. So that's fine. Now let's process the stream. So chatbot output is a stream. How we can print it? We have simple Python functions. For loop, take the stream which is coming in the input. We need to get the input, that is the last element. So messages, I will take minus whatever in the end it is coming. See the messages. You see the keyword thing we need to use. Now we need to check if this message which we got is part type of tuple. Just data type check because we are adding the operations on this. In some other use cases, we might end up into errors. So if it is not tuple, we will go for a pretty print. Otherwise, we will be using print. So message dot pretty. Oh, yeah, pretty. Okay, pretty print. Cool. So return message. Okay, come out. This is your stream. How we are processing the stream. Done. Then we need to put the query. How we will pass the query? That was output. This is input. So configuration none. I'm adding here. This will be used in next chapter. I will explain how. So for now, just keep it as it is. There is one method configure node. So input message, define your rule. What is the user role? They are limited roles only, user, admin, bot. You cannot give any XYZ value. So define role properly. Your content and query is added. Now, simple process string, which will give you the output and config. Yeah. What is stream mode? Values. Now we will render this output same using the method defined above. Okay. Answer next line and messages dot content comes under the content. Error. Sorry. Yeah. Now we are all set. Let's start testing. Hmm. Process query. Let me give a very simple question. Hello, my first. Okay, GPT project. Oh, error. What is the pretty print? Oh, spelling. Told you. Oh, pretty print. You compile. Yeah. See. So I got a response. Correct. So I just told him you are my first GPT product, and it haven't used any tool and gave me a response. Let's put a query where I'm asking with reference of time, like for example, current Prime Minister of India. If I so it first use the tool to get the current timestamp, and based on timestamp, it checks who is the current Prime Minister of India. You see how it is working? Like it is first checking because I ask it to check the based on current timestamp. So these kind of things we can use for stock market price, also current timestamp. So let's say what is today's date. So it used the tool to get the date, but it cannot tell specifically because it doesn't know my geolocation. So because of that, it is saying, see, now if I'm doing it, it is 2:36 a.m. So it is giving me India's timestamp. So yeah, this is working. But it still has some issues where we haven't tested it for the memory part, if it can remember the things, how to put the memory, where their configuration will come. See you in next lecture where I will explain how to add the memory, how your agent will remember you. And not only you, multiple users can work in separate environment in parallel, using agent. Thanks for watching. Bye.